like when you're younger and you're just like, kind of like, like a little bit, you really have quite a good picture of what you're looking for, and and then like you kind of, you go to Noah, and Hashem's like completely destroys the world and like you're starting from scratch because you're like reevaluating about what you thought was the right way of dating, and from there you have Lech Lecha. Avram goes for himself. Interesting concept, like, like you, after a certain point, you finally start to find your way, and for me, like I started to find my way, approximately, a year ago. I kind of knew how I was, and thanks to my family and my good friend Arya, and I kind of good leading towards that point. And Vayera, Hashem hears Avram, and then he shows you exactly what it is that you're looking for, and and sometimes if that doesn't work, in Vayera, there's a malach, there's an angel that has to show you your way, because but finally it leads to this past week Parshas Chai Yisar, which is the concept of in this last week's parsha we have a weird kind of dynamic, because the parsha is named the life of Sarah, but we don't talk much about the life of Sarah at all. We talk more about Eliezer finding a bride for Isaac. The question is, well, why is that? What are we trying to gain out of this lesson? What is God trying to teach us? And I think that the interesting thing to learn is, going back to that concept of the actions of one's parents are a sign on their children, is that when you lead your life as one that is is influencing your child to become a certain individual, and you give them, bestow upon them all of the tools that they need, they have the capability of truly becoming an amazing individual to lead Klal Yisrael. And I think that that's a really good example of what Erwin and Anna have done with Simona. I mean, she's an amazing, amazing person. I mean, she's really amazing to me. First of all and foremost, but I mean, she's kind, she's sweet, she's smart, she's pretty. She's like incredible, and couldn't ask for any better person to be with. And it's funny because like when I look around and I see the lessons that her parents have taught her, it reflects upon what my parents have taught me, and the inspiration of then going from Parshas Chai Yisar, as Parshas told us, where you have those generations, where you have the capability of the tools. Your parents have given you those tools. They've given you what to work with. That you have the next capability of leading Klal Yisrael, and leading the next generation. And my bracha, if I can bless myself, is to bless me and Simona with like an amazing life, where we have the capability and we use these tools that our parents provided us to really lead that next generation. And God willing, the blessings that have bestowed upon us should be bestowed upon each and every one that's single out here. And I know that it's hard, being single, and those that are single and are still looking. I think that, to me, like, one of the things that I see is, and this is going to sound a little bit harsh, but I think that when you break away the barriers and you're an individual and you know who you are, you can go ahead and look at somebody from a different perspective than what I was looking for years ago. I talked about my growth and who I was as a person. I was looking at paper, looking at the shidduch resume concept, where you're looking at a concept of, oh, is this person pretty? Do they have this? Do they have this? Do they have the other? Rather than looking at the mitos of a person, go out there and meet that individual. See the amazing, kind individual, the sweet-hearted, the incredible, incredible person that it's going to be, that's going to lead your children, that's going to be the mother and your wife. And I think that my bracha teach and everyone that's single out here is that they really have that capability, so that they can find that person, and that person's there, and they see it, and they can open their eyes to it. And I appreciate every one of you for coming, and once again, thank you so much. Mazel tov,